the market continues to melt down, and this is exactly why. Powell facing choice between elevated U.S. inflation and recession. Surging prices put pressure on Fed to do more to rein them in. Markets pricing more aggressive action by U.S. central banks. So the markets are afraid because they think the Federal Reserve is going to have to keep increasing interest rates to fight inflation. And when they do that, everything crashes. Now, right now, people are trying to say that crypto isn't worth anything and that it's just going to keep crashing and it's not a real asset. This is just pure fear talk that happens in down markets, guys. The reality is everything is crashing together. Just today, we have the Russell 2000, which is a stock index of small cap stocks, down 4%. That is an ETF of stocks. And so yes, crypto could be down double digits, but it's going to be up double digits when this all turns around. And it's all the same bet. And so if everyone is betting on the same thing, that eventually this will get resolved. I personally would rather be in the highest upside assets with the most growth. And so everything is trading together. So let's look at this chart to see where we currently are. We have Bitcoin in pink, S&P 500 stock market in blue, literally trading together. We have the relative strength index, which is measuring oversold or overbought. Whenever it gets down to these levels, it's a bottom. And so S&P 500 and Bitcoin literally trading together. The beauty of Bitcoin is that it has the most upside. But if you just look at where we are right now, we're in deeply oversold territory. Now, again, it's an election year. If politicians want to be reelected, they usually do something to manipulate the market, guys. This is all market manipulation. And so the way to survive it is just to have a long-term game plan and understand where we are going. Now, either the USA goes away and markets never recover, or you're in the highest upside assets and just have to weather the bear market. Now let's keep looking at other charts. This is the Bitcoin price. You can just see, look how nasty these prior crashes have been. This one happened in 2018. This one happened in 2020, and we're getting another one. And so obviously we've looked back in the past and said that everyone who bought at these times are geniuses. Well, we're getting another one, guys. Now, it could get worse and worse and worse, and it probably will. That is just how market crashes are. But let's think, is there an end in sight? We have this tweet. It's going to be an unpopular opinion here, but the market position that the central banks want to see liquidated the most is the long in energy. Until that breaks due to demand destruction, everything else will remain under pressure. So what he's saying is that the Federal Reserve wants oil to crash, because once oil crashes, which is an input to everything in the economy, then inflation will start to come down. Well, look at what is happening today. Again, there is nowhere to hide in this market. Check this out. This is the iShares U.S. Oil Equipment and Service ETF, down 6% on the market. So if the Federal Reserve can succeed in crashing every asset class, including oil, and actually bringing down inflation, then it would be a big win by the federal government, guys. And so obviously, once this all turns around, crypto is going to outperform everything else, because behind the scenes, we have news like this. Goldman Sachs executed its first trade of a type of derivative tied to Ether. We have Goldman Sachs, the big Wall Street banks, investing, fully aware of where the space is headed. It is extremely exciting, guys.